Hello everybody, and welcome back to the adventures of Freelid, or that is, me inside Freelid's delicious skin. Alright, so, not many show notes to go over today. First, I want to pick up this thing, since I forgot about it. The reason why I forgot about this is because I pretty much always ignore the blue tearstone rings because it's completely useless. So anytime I tend to kill that knight, I lure him away, and then, after killing the knight, I'm like, yay, me! And I always say that. You guys didn't see it this time, but I always say that. And after I'm done killing him and going, yay me, I completely ignore this because I've, one, mostly forgotten about it, and two, there's not much of a reason why to pick up a blue tearstone ring. But this case, it is a Firekeeper soul, Jesus! Alright, so maybe that was a little bit worth picking up. Just maybe. Oh, I don't know what thing I'm doing here. Alright, so another fun adventure that we're going to go down today is a brief explanation of what exactly this mod has been doing. So, if you've been following along, you know that enemies, for some reason, seem to have way more health than they need to. They're doing way more damage. Even before I started up the Gravelord Phantom mod. So, to sort of remunerate over this, it turns out that the aggression mod that I'm using, in the description, I did not notice this before, it says, all three editions of the mod also double the amount of health enemies have, increase their resistances by 20%, and increase their damage output by 80%. Okay? So, I went and looked it up. Turning on Black Phantoms, the Black Phantoms themselves also have double health, and also deal, quote-unquote, more damage, whatever that means exactly. So, assuming that they deal the same amount of damage, like assuming that their damage value is also increased by 80%, it is possible that ordinary enemies are now, because I've also made them Gravelord enemies, it is possible that they have quadruple the amount of health that they should have. This includes bosses. They might have 40% resistances, and their damage output might be 160% more than it normally would have been. Maybe. I'm not sure. I have not much of a way of testing this, other than getting my ass beat. So, factoring in the Black Phantoms themselves, the Black Phantoms may also have even more than that. I don't know. It's possible that they might have whatever the word is, centuple, or 6 times the amount of the normal health, 60% damage resistance, and their damage output just might be 240% of a normal enemy. I don't know. Or maybe it's normal. I have absolutely no idea. No, speaking of which, no, naughty. I don't want... He kind of looks delicious, if you think about it. Okay, so 91 damage. See, that's not too bad. Of course, the only reason why I'm able to kind of catch up with their health levels right now at all... Oh, for God's sakes. The only reason why I'm able to catch up with their health levels at all right now, bitch, is because I'm using this lightning spear, which I should not have right now, but just so happened to drop. No. God damn it. So, all these factors combined with one another does not make for a particularly amazing experience. Alright, so you can see what kind of funsies we're going to be having today. So I wanted to show, on my own stats, assuming I'm not being attacked right now, assuming my own stats, I'm going to give myself 99 self-humanity. I joked about this beforehand, but I think this is kind of fair now. Actually, before I discovered this, I thought I'll give myself like permanently locked 10 self-humanity because that will max out my item discovery bonus. That's whenever it clips up. But I decided, you know what? If they're going to walk around with 16 times the normal amount of health and damage, you know what? I'm just going to give myself 99 self-humanity because it doesn't really matter. And I thought, it'll give me a chance to show you the difference between having 0 self-humanity and 99 of it. Which is the reason why everyone in PvP walks around with 99 self-humanity. So, let's do that. Give myself 99 and see what happens. Boop. You see how the numbers changed. Most importantly, to me, my item discovery went way up. That, to me, is way more important than anything else. So we'll just keep that there for a while and see what happens. It also enables me to not give a shit about my souls. Although it'd be nice to have those back, just because. Alright. So there's nothing much else going on in my show notes today. I did write down for myself, remember to show something. And I remember saying that in my LP, but I can't remember what that something... Oh, for God's sakes. But I can't remember what that something... They just so happened to use the same thing and I got stuck in the fucking banister. But I can't remember what that something actually is. So let's not worry about it. I actually asked my Discord, what exactly was it that I was supposed to show? And none of them knew. None of them knew. So I just gave up immediately. I don't want to fight right now, guys. I don't actually... Even though this is like a common Dark Soulsism of just running away from enemies, I actually very rarely do that. Technically, this soul pile probably has... Why am I even doing this? Technically, the soul pile has 99 self-humanity in it as well. Although, of course, it doesn't matter. It'd be weirder if you get some sort of unseen bonus whenever you did that. Haha. I am a genius. And because that one is being dumb because he's, like, got the aggression mod shit on, then he already left. Okay. So, today I'm not gonna bitch about Dark Souls 2 and 3 or anything like that. It mainly just... The reason why I started that way... Oh yeah, what am I doing? He's not here anymore. The reason why I mainly started... And it's fun destroying these barrels. Whoa! Did you just... Oh, did you follow me up? Either that or he actually went through the fog, which it should not be possible at all. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. We're gonna see how this works. I can't wait to see this shit. Okay, so the main reason why I started the LP with that is mainly because I knew that people were going to be wondering, you know, where's 3, where's 2, and that warranted an explanation. And in addition to that, you notice how, since they're phantoms, their corpses also just go away? It's pretty neat. Okay, so... I can't actually... Yeah, it won't matter when we were there. I was thinking about pine resin. So I knew that I needed to start out explaining that exactly why, you know, no Dark Souls 2, no Dark Souls 3. Where am I hearing that from? Oh, he's shooting me from down there. Okay. At least it's not going through the wall. So I knew that was necessary, and mainly the part 2 is mainly just because you can actually see him. You can see the top of his little red phantom head. So let's see how well this goes. So part 2 is mainly just sort of clean up from that. So most of the rest of these episodes should just be me farting around not knowing what to say because I'm too busy going on murder adventures. I hope. No, 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 no. Oh, well, that worked out anyways. I actually did way more damage than I thought it would. Ooh, thank goodness my roll timing was actually correct that time. Aha, come over here so I can climb back up there and cheese you again. Really don't need to at this point. But I just like the visual of it. Ah, really? Come on. I've been playing a lot of Friday the 13th. Fuck off. And I've been getting annoyed with some of the unfairness of being a counselor. It says nothing to do with anything. Yeah! I'm amazing. Do not jump off the edge. She tried super hard, though. Yeah, I did it. It's because of the 99 self-humanity, I bet. It's because I cheated. I love to cheat. I'm a dirty cheater. Spank me because I'm dirty. Yeah. I'm reminded of that... Am I going to be referencing that stupid video this whole time? But I remembered of Macro Brothers Polygon thing. What if Dark Souls... You should check that out. What if Dark Souls were made of pizza? Is I think the tagline for that video. Where they have retextured all of the Undead Burg with Louis Anderson and pizza, of course. Let's see what this is. Well, that's good still. And they get to the top of the church, and they're gonna fight the gargoyles. Ooh. And of course, Louis Anderson's face is everywhere. God damn it. Louis Anderson's face is everywhere. I can't believe that didn't hit him. How come his spear... This is the same spear. How come he has more range than I do? They're fighting on top of the Parish. And, Louis Anderson's like, do battle on my face, but don't get blood on my mouth. Just kidding, dude. I'm nasty. I've been nasty this whole time. I always enjoyed that. So, there's your reference for today. Alright, so, go watch that video sometime. Like, right now. Just stop watching my video entirely, and go watch their video. There you go. Alright. So, let's try this again. No. Haha. I like how I celebrate any minor victory, but completely ignore all my failures. That's good. Of course, I guess that's a good... mode of thought to be in for this particular run-through. I like how I started out this series going, I don't really value difficulty in these games, and I really don't. I mainly did the Gravelord Phantom thing, just to sort of see it, as I explained before. I don't actually care about the difficulty of it, but if the difficulty is really posing that much of a problem, then maybe Bad Touch. Ah, good. Solaire's not a Red Phantom. Thank goodness. I wonder if that stupid Wyvern's going to be Black Phantom. I better run down here and talk to him before these dick weasels show up.
Hello. You don't look
I'm watching you in the background.
I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead,
And I am a beautiful
I
woman.
come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange?
I like how even his dialogue references... Isn't it weird what my objective is?
I get that look all the time.
I like how if you ask most people what is Solaire's objective in life, most people will not have an answer. They probably don't even remember this bit of dialogue of him saying that his bit of dialogue is saying that he wants to find his very own son. And of course, if you ask most people, what does that mean? They're not going to have an answer. They don't know. Now, another thing is I have 10 Estus flasks, but I haven't kindled anything, which I probably should since I have 99 self-humanity, and I could do that at least once. Then it makes me not want to use any of my Estus flasks at all. It's a very bad habit of mine. And it stems from playing a normal version of Dark Souls. They're so naughty, aren't they? They're just always up to no good. Such mischievous little meat men. Alright.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a problem.
I like how he knows he's... He seems to know that everyone sees him as being crazy. Which sort of tells me that either he's interacted with a whole lot of people, a whole lot of other undead, or he's just been this way for a long time. Maybe even in life he was kind of a weirdo.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be
sexual.
intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be me?
That doesn't make any sense.
So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
It's kind of weird that it defaults to no. For such an innocuous decision.
Well then, take this.
White soapstone.
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between
showing up
worlds,
today.
and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
It seems like in my last LP part, and actually even again in the Star Trek commentary video, and now it's gone. Supposedly, someone mentioned that this is a PC-only sort of bug that has shown up in every version of the game, but only for PC, that it doesn't occur on consoles. I don't know if that's true or not. But I always Like, I never really considered it to have any significant, like, lore significance. I didn't think that they did this intentionally, but I always thought that it was fitting that you can, that you can sort of just keep moving the camera around and the sun will kind of blink in and out of existence. Looks really nice with this, texture mod. Okay. What the hell was that? Oh, yeah, well, hold on. Do you have anything else? Actually, hold on. I know exactly what I want to do here. As I distract myself. Alright. Now, you proceed with what you were saying.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous
Yeah, it
body,
is.
like a magnificent
Well,
father. If only I could be so grossly
more like a
inconsistent.
magnificent mother. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, what the hell was I saying? Yeah, I knew that I would instantly forget what the hell it was that I was saying. Yeah, she does have a nice firm butt, doesn't she? Yes, sirree. Yes, ma'am-ree. What the hell was I saying? Oh, yeah. In my second LP part, and even in the Star Trek thing that I was doing, well, 2 days ago, that I uploaded technically yesterday as of this recording, and, like 3 days ago as of you guys watching it, probably. Oh, Lord. This is gonna be rough, trying to get across this. Okay, let me get this thought out first. I said that this, in regards to time travel, I think it was, that you want time travel to be a device to tell a story, you don't want it to be the story. So, like, Picard getting stabbed in the back by Noskins and deciding he would rather die as the man that he was instead of being a lesser man for a longer life, that sort of thing. That's a good use of time travel. A bad use of time travel is the First Contact itself, where the whole point of the movie is time travel. Time travel. They're time traveling. Here are the consequences. Let's all masturbate to time travel. That's a bad use of time travel. Same thing goes here. Solaire down here is talking about time is convoluted, right? Now, that was never supposed to be a major plot point. The whole point of time was convoluted is just to explain, mainly, that there is an online component and this is how it works. And the time is convoluted is just a sort of nudge with the elbow of, don't worry about it. You don't worry about that. There's no need to be concerned. And that's all it was. And, sorry, I started thinking about something else. And it isn't... In the DLC for Dark Souls 1, they do concentrate on time travel to some extent. In that you go back in time and it's not... It is for a story. So I can't really poop on that too much. So Dark Souls 1, I'd say it's fine. But with Dark Souls 3 especially, ooh boy, did the whole time and space are convoluted thing become way too much the center of attention. Now, I said that I wasn't going to complain about Dark Souls 3, so let's just keep it at that. I need to make a run across, following this ghost, to the stairs down there. Now, if I remember correctly, this thing might do additional damage. Oh, shit. Surprised that didn't kill me. Just because those fucking arrows hit me. Okay. But safety. Thank goodness I actually got through that. It's something I didn't want to do more than once. Alright, got that done. This is a very conventional route that I'm taking. I very rarely, actually... You know, I should just go ahead and kill this stupid thing while I'm thinking about it. I very rarely take a traditional route through Dark Souls. I most often take the back route through the Valley of Drakes. That probably more than anything else. I wonder if anything sees me if I take this route. No, nothing's running up. I guess nothing did. Alright. You have to worry about that aggression mod all the time. Alright. But usually, yeah, I take the back route through the Valley of Drakes and up to the Undead Burg from there. And I do kind of just save this for the very end. Now, one thing I am kind of curious about, but I don't have a bow or anything. I was curious if I took out the Drake's tail. And yes, he is a red phantom, but he's already a big red idiot, so it was hard to tell, one way or the other. Big red stupid fuckwit. I hate that goddamn thing. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and clear these guys out because... Mainly because they're already pretty aggressive. And I know if I pass over them... I knew you were going to do that. Dick Weasel. I know if I pass over them, they'll probably hear me, and that will trigger them to be even more hyper-aggressive. Okay, so let's trigger this. There we go. I've forgotten how to do that. It's been a while. That was not 550, so he didn't get all of them. Oddly, I forgot the exact whereabouts that I need to trigger that, but I did remember the amount of souls that you get, which is kind of weird. Why is that not killing them? Why is he safe? I want to see this. Oh, now that I'm looking, it's fine. Okay, so you guys know the drill on this one. I did not buy a bow from the vendor like I normally do. That's a bunch of shit. Except for the crossbow. I'm not sure if I actually... No. Let's wait. There we go. Now you can actually get his tail... Ooh. You can actually get his tail there. Oh, that was weird. I expected him to breathe fire down. What the hell is he doing? Being a big fat idiot, no doubt. There he goes. So long, moron. Alright, so main purpose of that, to clear this. And I wanted to see what these two drops are right here. Now, the funny thing about this mod is that since it's randomizing everything... Oh, jeez. You guys. You're so powerful in your sadness now. Hello, nameless king. You remember... If you remember my last LP, you remember the reassembled statue. Like, someone did that and reassembled it, and I'm not going to show a picture of it now, because this is not the point of this LP. But I thought it was funny, in Dark Souls 1, the son of Gwyn is just some guy. Like, there's nothing special about him. He just looks like a guy, and he actually looks like a big dork, too. Haha! Haha! No. No. Ha! Did it. It looks like a big dork. But of course I complained about this last time. But now that Dark Souls 3 rolled around, of course he has to look just like Gwyn. Because I remember! I clapped when I saw Gwyn again! So Blue Titanite chunk. Kinda wish it was a Claymore. And a Soul of a Brave Warrior. Great. It would be funny if actually one of these drops was the exact same thing. Now I was gonna say the funny thing about this drop thing now... And I really don't even need to go this way. I've already unlocked the path to the Parish. But there is some stuff up here. But the funny thing about these drops is that ones that I would consider to be completely worthless might now be incredibly vital. A good example of that is probably going to be whenever we get to Izalith. Because there's a bunch of shit in the lava down there that I just never pick up, because it is just generic. Oh, for God's sake. Really? God, they do have way more health. You know what? I should kindle this as well. Just for the hell of it. Let's do that. Alright. He's making it easy. He's cheating. He's ruining the experience for me. He's ruining it. That's too bad. But there's lots of stuff down like there that I just completely ignore because they're generic soul items. There's not too many items like that in the game that I just completely ignore. There's a few. Oh no. I made the warthog angry because he saw me. Let's not do that. No. Let's not, like, I could probably... What? He doesn't reset? And he doesn't seem to pay me any mind, either. Come on, sweet thing. No, don't sweet thing over here. And you can't get through here. You big, dumb, delicious idiot. Oh, for God's sakes, will you get away from me? No! Ugh. You have to be super careful with this fucking mod. I kind of like it, though. Like, I detest having to deal with it, but at the same time, I appreciate the fact that the behavior actually makes sense. Like, they see you. Well, that's one of the video gameism of, sure, the enemy... God's sakes. Where did... Oh, here it is. Like, the enemies do see you. I hope that Black Knight doesn't show up because he hears me or something. Hello. Really? You're not gonna give that to me? I guess because he's in the middle of resetting, I can't do anything with him. Oh, come on! This is a video gameism of enemies... Enemies can see you, but... Oh, already? Huh. It's weird, this lightning spear... It's like either doing nothing against enemies or it's doing a lot. Really strange. Well, I got this stupid-ass thing. Thank goodness for that. But yeah, video gameism. Enemies can technically see you, but since they're video game enemies, they're just super stupid. Stealth games probably have it the worst. Because, like, don't let them see you. Like Metal Gear Solid, like, V or 5 or whatever you want to call it. Phantom Pain had a big problem with that. Because you had to... It was a sort of stealth game, but enemies were just blind as hell. Oh, okay. Because the R2 manages to finish them off. Alright, not gonna be luring skulls this time. It's gonna be the full hunter set. Wow, it even has everything contained. Like even the longbow and the feather arrow are considered to be the part of the set. That's interesting. Alright. So let's actually see if we can... Because I've been wanting the... I pointed this out in the comments, I think, and I thought about it afterwards. But in the last video, still kind of... Even with her amazing proportions, this set still makes you look kind of chunky. Kind of weird. But I thought about it afterwards, about how I still have this bad habit of, oh yeah, the leather boots. This will give me a good excuse. Hold on. What is that? 4.7, 6.6. Let's go to Brigand. Okay, that's fine. Actually, hold on. Let me see if the leather armor itself... That's also fine. Okay. But I still have the bad habit of... Oh, look at that. I can't use this, but just look at that ass. All pinched up and crinkly. Probably, like, got hollow sweat inside of it. Amazing. But I still have the bad habit of trying to roll to solve every problem because all the games have trained me into doing that. It's the most effective thing to do, so that's what I do. But in Dark Souls 1, using a shield is pretty effective, but even now, I still don't want to use it just because of years and years of relying on this button being your primary means of defense in every case. It actually drives me crazy, but I probably could have had a much easier time with Oscar. Wow, he's even scripted to do that. Holy shit, how many... Like, these two are actually phantoms. Huh. But I probably would have had an easier time with Oscar if I had just used my shield instead of trying to roll through everything. Or rolling away from him constantly. Although, going poised did help a lot. Now, using a lot of poise in this game is way more helpful, by far, than any of the other games. Which I like. And of course, people get really binary with this. Like I could just be doing this. You see that? This corpse went flying. I could have been doing this the whole time. Let's do that real fast. See how much easier this is? And even just lowering your shield for a split second before you counterattack can actually help a lot. Now this was the key to the big fat idiot. This time it's a flamed stone plate ring. I can't even remember where the flamed stone plate happens to be. Where is that? I can't remember. I usually remember exactly where everything is, but not in that case. Okay, so what the hell was I saying? I get distracted so easily. Haha. But I could be doing that, and lowering your shield for a split second is actually just enough to recover from it. And that's usually good enough. Alright, let's see what this is. I think this is just a generic soul item, usually. Wow! So this is where a god died. Okay. It seems like I've already gotten several pretty nice spells. It's a shame that I'm not using a spell build. I haven't really gotten anything for her. She's going to have a strength build. She's going to have a strength build with 20 dex, mainly... Like, 20 is not the final offset for any weapon in the game that you can use. Don't even need to do this part. It isn't, but it's just enough. I forget what the requisites are for every item and everything, but 20 is a good stopping point. Let's actually go ahead and heal. I should stop being this way. I'm used to trying to, especially in the Undead Burg, I'm used to in every single zone attempting to, attempting to get through every zone without taking any damage at all. That's one of my little hobbies in Dark Souls 1. Can't do that in 3. No, they make sure you take damage. Look at us, having ourselves a shield battle. Are we just a couple of special little princesses? A lot of people have been screaming for me to backstab fish every enemy. That's the other major thing that you can do this game. Hey, give me 1 self-humanity. Yay me, I'm up to 99. How about that? Alright, let's see what this, normally this stupid knight shield that no one uses is. Like someone proud knight. Okay. Well, no need to worry about that. So I think a major problem that I'm going to run into with this particular playthrough is this area, the Burg is fine. Like, it's lucky that I found this lightning spear, because if I didn't, wow, would I be having trouble, because everything would have way too much health and I would be dealing way too little damage. I don't think it would be too like, hold on for a second. No, hold on, let me actually, because this is kind of dangerous. There's no need for me to test this out on this particular enemy. What is this? What is that phantom doing? Okay, there he is. I hope that Boulder Knight didn't hear me. I can hear something running. Or something, a little cute pitter-pattering of feet. Here he comes. He's our special boy. Come on, boy. Come on. I tell you, these shield ones are very apprehensive. It's pretty cute, actually. And then all of a sudden, he'll just get super aggressive. Now, I wonder if the one over here suspects anything. He doesn't. He doesn't actually suspect a thing. Oh, I guess he just had a heart attack. And, heart attacks make spears go through your back. Oh, oh well, back to work. La-da-da-da-da. It's kind of funny that this is all they really do. Ah, timing is so off with that. Man, you take a lot of damage. Let's try that one more time. Aha! You thought I was gonna fail, didn't you? So did I. Alright. What'd you give me? Tie Night Shard. Alright. Okay, so I wanted to find... Yeah, these generic guys should do fine. Really, from back there... I'm happy that that it's kind of realistic still. Okay, I need to get just one of these guys. Stop it. Like, I know you... 173. Okay. That was 173. Let's look at the same exact upgrade, except this time there's no lightning component to it. If one of these dumb fuckwads will... Yes, I know, you're special little babies. You get out of here. I'm going to clear one of you. What did I say, 173? Alright. 173 for that one. 35 for this. So that's a pretty substantial leap. Ugh. What did I say, 175? 4 times the amount of... No, hold on. What am I doing? Or 5, my no math good. It's not 6 times. But it's up there. I was like 5.121613. No, I don't know. But it's there. It's roundabouts of that area. So yeah, if I was not using that, woo, would I be having a time right now. But considering that so many mods are working in unison to try to fuck me over right now, I think that's fair. Oh, no. Yeah. This is the Phantom version. Remember? Because he actually appears to be normal, therefore he's a Phantom. As is the logic of this playthrough. And this is why having a light roll is still important. What's your favorite, like, what's your... Just imagine if, the weapon mods were just, like, visual. Like, if you just had... Ooh, that's weird. Like, imagine if the weapon mods were just... Come on. God, that's something that they have always put in all these games. Q rolling. Whenever you press roll, and then it doesn't do it because you got hit. But like 2 seconds later, after the hit stun is done, then you roll anyways. I hate that in every one of the games. Like, if it failed, it failed. Don't queue it up and go, hoo hoo hoo, you failed 2 times because you did that. Hoo hoo hoo. That is also done. Okay, and you're still up there, aren't you? Yep, because you never left. You never left. Oh, you see me, though. All right. Okay. So, I'm probably not going to get anything of substance actually done today. Really? I should probably go tag that bonfire down here, actually. Alright, let's try to get rid of him first, though. Because he'll follow me to the ends of the earth. Shocker! But if there was no damage to worry about, which one of the mods do you think would be your favorite? I do like the little shocky sounds associated with lightning. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Oh, I know what it is now. I knew what I was going to show you. It's the Sin Skip, which is going to be, a fun time if I try to do it now. Maybe, I don't know, should I show this? If I don't, I'll forget about it. I will attempt to show it to you. If this does not work, then I will absolutely have to reset. I'll have to quit out of the game one way or the other. Let's see if I can remember. Yeah, it's up there. Which means I probably got to clear one of these guys out. Fuck off! I'm gonna have to clear one of the... I never kindled that one. Well, let's go do that first. I'm gonna forget about that too. Okay, what I'm gonna have to do is... You have to parry one of those guys in a very specific location. And it's been a while since I've done it, so I might not even get this right. And it's very easy to fail, too. You can actually kill yourself doing it. Like, not from the enemy, just clipping into the environment the wrong way actually kills you. I did it again! Look at that! Look at my brain, guys! This is how worthless my brain is. It goes a mile a minute, but it doesn't go anywhere. That's the problem with my head. 98.99. I like it actually does change. Reinforces what a sleazy scumbag I am. Alright. At some point during this playthrough, you're gonna, like, tune in, and I'm gonna be, like I'm level 30 something. Yeah, I'm already level 36 because of those items that I found beforehand. But I'm gonna be, like, level 1 billion. It'd be funny, by the end of this playthrough, I want to be, like, level 710 or whatever it is. I forget what the max... It changed... No, it's like 800 and something, isn't it? I can't remember. I forget what the max actual level is. Alright. So, arrow guy. Oh, God, him. God damn it. I was paying attention to the other one. No, I don't need both of you. Damn it. And he's... super aggressive. Fuck you! Fucking delayed ass shit. It's like I'm playing Dark Souls 2 all of a sudden. Great. No! Stop it! Stop being so goddamn aggressive. I only need one of you. Wish I could get rid of the... No, don't die. This one's hard. Okay, yeah, go ahead, heal. Big fat idiot. You can actually parry these guys, but there's really not much of an advantage to it. No, not that direction. It looks like I'm being invaded at the same time. You know what? Fuck this. Fuck that. Because as someone... I don't think I've mentioned this. Maybe I have. But I can be invaded. Like, even though my game files are completely different, I can be invaded. Which poses a substantial problem, and I'm going to have to walk across here one way or the other, so it means tracking this big fat moron. But I can be invaded. Which means substantial problems, potentially not only for me, but do not Q-roll. But for anyone that just so happens to be invading. Hey, we're brothers in cowardice. I can see the fog over there. So it tried to invade me again. Okay, now we can do this fucking test. What? Again? Huh, look at that. Alright. Alright. Let's see how much I actually need for that. Because I am going to go strength, but the thing about a strength build is that it takes quite a while to work up to it. Okay. So, requirements for this are going to be 32. 32, 8 I don't have to worry about. 32 one hand. I'm going to have to pump endurance like crazy during this playthrough. Alright, so let's aggro our fun time adventure moron here. And let's see if I can remember exactly where this is. I think it's right here. Okay, but I need you to be, like, off-kilter a little bit. Not right there, necessarily. Oh, wait, that's right. Forgot. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to heal just in case. I don't have to reset and do this all over again. Good thing I have a 100% resist shield. But you basically... If I don't get this right, I'll just explain it. But he's like on the second column up. You have to parry him. And then attack him with your hand. I mean, get you technically... Really. I'm gonna fuck this up. You have to parry him with your hand to mainly just keep from killing him in case you fuck up. Stop it! Stop it! Stop being so aggressive. In this aggression mod playthrough, stop it. But you parry him with... You riposte him with your hand to avoid killing him in case it fucks up. Come on. I'm trying to parry him, but my... Okay, and it clips through the camera. Yeah, and it killed me that time, because my positioning wasn't just right. See the magic of that? But it's actually doing it right now. What you have to do is actually get your character to, as they're doing that animation, to go backwards and clip into the death cam that's outside of the boundaries of the normal map. But have it not kill you at the same time. And if you do that, it gives you death cam, which means that it looks straight down like you died. You know what I'm talking about. Like if you fall off something, it looks straight down to where you died. No. No, go away. It looks down to where... Why am I even bothering? Well, I guess the souls are useful. Then again, I could just cheat in souls if I really wanted to. Let's actually go up here, because that's something I do need to do. Actually, I might have to, because all these other guys are going to be chasing me too. Tell you what, let's go down first and then come back up. And maybe that'll reset them. But that causes the camera to look down. And you could just look this up on YouTube. I've done it before myself. Like, it does take a while for me to do it, because I'm not practiced doing it like a speedrunner would be. But you do that, and it causes the death cam to trigger. And the main advantage of that, you can still move, assuming that you don't die in the process. And that allows you to... It's very awkward, because the controls get really fucked up, because you're looking at a different angle. And it changes constantly as you're moving. But it makes it so that objects in the environment do not load in. Really? Objects in the environment do not load in. Come on. Objects in the environment do not load in. So as a result, it's kind of nice having him here, actually. Because I can actually farm him and maybe he'll drop his better shit for me. And it makes it so that things like the Sin's Fortress door do not load in. So as a result, you can just pass through that area and there's nothing blocking you. And then once you are inside, past that area, you can quit out of the game, reload, and the death cam will be fixed. And then consequently, you can completely bypass an entire area of the game. Now, I wasn't going to do that, because, oh boy, would Sin's Fortress be super dangerous for me in this mod at this juncture. I'm probably going to be like level 5 million by the time I get there. I'm going to cheat so hard and make you guys so angry. This is another thing I'm really enjoying about this, is the blatant cheating. Oh, it's an invasion. Someone's going to get fucked up. Let me actually... Ah, shit, I can't. This might fuck him up. I don't know. I hope it doesn't. Supposedly he's already in here. I can't do it. Huh. Well, I hope this doesn't fuck up his game. Because I don't get a choice in this one way or the other. It might. It might not. I guess this is as good of a test as any. Oh, there he is. Hello. Yes, I know. Oh, here he is. This is one of the phantoms. Or are you just trying to help out? I'm not sure what you're doing here, buddy. Sometimes I used to like doing this. Actually, I've showed you guys that. My Dark Souls 2 playthrough. Or not playthrough. Whenever I did those stupid Dark Souls 2 videos, I would, now is he gonna try to backstab me? I'm not sure if he's... He might think he's playing Demon Souls, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly he's doing. I guess he is trying to attack me. Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, in my Dark Souls 2 playthrough, I did the Santa Plague bit, where I go through and just start dropping people's shit. Usually whenever I do invade, I like doing things like that instead. I don't actually care about invading people. Like, the invasion system in all these games has always sucked ass. It's always been miserable. Like, I'm not gonna play about 3 specifically this time, but... Yeah, in 3 it got pretty bad. Mainly just because in 3... I need to go offline, is what I need to do. I'll do that next playthrough. I should think about that every single time that I do this. But in 3 it got really bad because, of course, they started focusing more on the adventure of playing with a bunch of people cooperatively. And they started getting really paranoid about... God. They started getting really paranoid about, the enjoyment of the host. Because they realized, oh, maybe allowing people that specifically are invading to PvP with very specifically made PvP builds that have perfect knowledge of the map, don't have to worry about enemies, and have invaded many times before, have lots of experience PvPing, and have every advantage conceivable. God. Have every advantage conceivable. Maybe it's not a... Dude. Maybe it's not a good idea to have them... Come on. God, I feel so weird right now. There we go. Maybe it's not a good idea to allow them to invade other players. Or maybe... Because they don't want to get rid of the PvP, but at the same time... Like, they love the idea of invading people and whatnot. But at the same time, they also seem to realize, oh, it was actually a mistake to do it as we did it. Are both of them coming? Well, some of them are showing up. Okay. This is the kind of thing that's slowing down a lot of this playthrough. Just the fact that everything is so incredibly aggressive. No! No! Don't do that! What the hell? God. Because everything is so incredibly aggressive. It means that you have to be very careful about everything that you're doing. Now come try to approach me because I'm healing. Or just walk around like a moron. It's fine too. Hey, Boulder leggings. Now I get to wear a thong. You know, a different one than I was wearing before. Okay, thank God. Alright, let's try to make some progress. Oh, for God's sakes. One little two... Actually, that's a racist song, if you didn't know. You guys probably don't even know what that is. One little, two little, three little Indians. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians. It's not that racist, I don't think. Although, there's probably, like, one line that I don't remember. It's like, oh, no, it's, like... Because all I really remember is 1 little, 2 little, 3 little, and 7 little Indian boys up to that point. That's pretty much it. But I'm sure there's, like, a part right after that. It was like, they are less than animals, or something like that. Like, oh, you didn't know? No, I didn't know. Everything that was made before you were born is racist. You didn't know, and now and especially everything that's made now is racist. Everything is racist, apparently. No, no, no. No, sir. Mm-mm. Now I've got to go down there and fix that problem that I just made for myself. This one's going to be super angry. Is he going to follow me all the way back up here? Hold on. Oh, no, he's still down there. Yeah, you can hear him being an idiot. Yeah, this is going on way too long. I need to hurry this along. Boop. Okay, there he goes. I thought, wow, is he actually not going to aggro? The one thing this game that doesn't want to be? Haha! Didn't know that I had this tech, did you? I can employ it whenever I'm feeling really lazy. Alright. So I think if I get invaded anymore, then I won't give anyone the benefit of the doubt and assume that they're just being silly. Remember how in my Winnie video I was talking about how people see things through their own lens? Like me, I would invade to be silly. Because I don't like actually inconveniencing people. This is... Undid a silent... This is... Okay, this is how you get to it. Huh. That's... Okay, I guess I... Freelid? You doing alright? You need to talk, sweetie, I'm here. Okay, she's good. She's fine now. I wonder if it'll be appropriate if Lautrec... Oh, he's not a red phantom.
Oh, still human, are you?
Barely.
Then I am in love.
Thanks to cheating.
Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck
Without recourse. What I was going to say earlier is I enjoy the aspect of cheating this playthrough, mainly just because the Dark Souls community at large has such a raging boner for making things as difficult as possible. Because Dark Souls so hard! Oh, I beat it level 1 with only using my fists. Oh, it's so hard, I'm so good! Make it harder, FromSoft, needs to be so hard for my tiny penis. So the idea of cheating this playthrough really gets me off, because I enjoy rubbing that in people's faces. So, here you go, big fat idiot. Enjoy being released, and... Actually, I do need to do this, because I did notice that Anastasia's drops change. Like if you kill her, because it allows you to output a cheat sheet for everything, and I had to open it real fast to see if it actually output it correctly, and it did. But the very first thing at the top says Anastasia, and I was like, oh shit, does that change too? So, assuming that he kills her, what she drops will also change. So, I kind of need him to go through this process.
Thank you. Yes.
I wonder if you kill him by pushing him off a ledge. We won't find out just yet.
Appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward.
Only later.
Only later.
I really like what's his name? Yurt? No, Yurt. Yeah, Yurt, the Silent Chief. That's what it is. It's been a while. I really liked him most of all the generic types of this there have been. Lautrec is the most comically evil. But I really like Yurt for how, like, he's so deadpan, straightforward. What does he say? I am here to fight the demons. I am on your side. Like, it's just... how completely cold and sociopathic he is about it. I love that about him.
Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I've just been freed. Allow me some time.
Dark Souls has never had enemies. In Demon Souls, they kind of attempted that sometimes. Actually, hold on. I need to get his most important line of dialogue.
I am free. Now, I can get back to work.
Like, could they have just resisted that a little bit? It's really hard to imagine what's going through Miyazaki's head whenever he makes things like that. Because do you make the... there is value making something comically over-the-top evil, which Lautrec almost is. But there's also value in making a more subdued character that, you know, has a little bit more of an in and out in regards to his personality and isn't just a murder machine. Give and take. And whenever you have a blank sheet, you have an empty canvas, you have a decision on which one of those you want. It's kind of interesting that he chose that. Not useless, but, you know, just nothing to talk about there. Alright, so... Oh, excuse me. I've already gotten everything down there. The only thing I haven't done is kill that stupid Chandler. Oh, I see you! Time to dance! No, thanks. I appreciate it. Alright, let's... I guess... Another thing I was wondering about, this is what made me trail off while I was talking to Solaire. I thought about the fact that I got the Firekeeper Soul. And I'm wondering, it is scripted that... Huh, not here? Really? It is scripted that, I might have to quit out in order to do that. Yeah. Hold on. Let's actually do that real fast. I was wondering, since Lautrec is scripted to go on a killing spree once you have collected both major Firekeeper Souls, I wonder if that means that if I accidentally pick them up, if it's going to trigger that or not. Huh. Isn't actually? Huh. Maybe I have to go, I wasn't going to summon him, but I was kind of curious if he was there. I wonder if that means that if I have to visit him in Firelink beforehand. Oh well. Now, I want to summon at least one time. It's going to actually make this fight way more complicated than it needs to be. But I want to summon one time because it might... I don't think it will. But if he survives the fight, you normally get a sunlight medal, right? So if he survives this fight, will I get something different because of the item randomization? Or will it be exactly the same? I think it'll be exactly the same. Of course, this won't matter if I die a horrific, gory death. But that certainly won't happen, will it? No. No, that would never happen. Alright. Let's actually get rid of you. Actually, for the hell of it, let's put that on there just to be safe. Did I actually get any? Yeah, I did, that's right. Is that going to lower my... No, okay, we're still good. Actually, that will help. I completely forgot about that. Alright, and... Oh, thank you! Thank you, helpful Kindler. I'll use that right now. Look at that. Look at that. That's shameful. There are already phantoms up there. Come on, guys. You're not fooling anyone. Shameful. Alright, let's go Solaire. Let's go, my handsome boy. I really like Solaire. It's a shame that he became a meme. I really like the... You can tell which ones are not. Come on, really? You can't even tell that their eyes are opening or anything. But I really like his character. He's looking for something that doesn't make any sense to you, that only makes sense to him, so there's no way of helping him. That's the thing I like about him. Gee, I wonder how many gargoyles you have to fight in this thing. Alright. Trick to this is going to be seeing exactly how much damage I can do. Now, another thing I want to do is I want to get a tail drop. Or tail cut. I really hope it's the same thing, so that I know that I can completely ignore that element of the game. Come on. Gotta avoid this 50%. It is different! I got a Soul of a Great Hero! Amazing! I thought that might be the case because, if you remember, I got the Guardian Tail. No, not this direction. God damn it. I got the Guardian Tail earlier. No! You stop! Can't believe he spammed that twice in a row. You miserable fuck. It's the other one that's supposed to do that. God damn it, now I gotta run back up there. I was thinking about using Humanity so I didn't have to use all my Estus Flask charges. I need to do that again, except not actually use any of these damn flasks. I'm gonna need twice as many to heal through double the damage. What I really need to do is level up a little bit more, honestly. But now I don't have my souls. Which actually, 10,000 at this stage would not be a huge amount. Is he there? Oh yeah, he is. He isn't rendered yet. I could upgrade this spear. That would be easy. Which I would love to avoid doing. Haha. Now every one of these fights has to be this fucking XCOM challenge. For God's sakes. Now I'm getting fucking lazy because I'm angry at the game. Nope, I'm gonna go back. I'm going back, and I'm gonna dump a bunch of souls, and then I'm gonna upgrade this stupid spear. And that's what's gonna happen. Because I am officially irritated with this game. I'm irritated with myself for making this mod. Where everything has 6 times the amount of damage that it should. And it has 6 times the amount of health, or whatever it is. Or, what was it I said? Like 240% damage on Black Phantoms. Amazing. Alright, Black Phantom Andre, just take me away. Take me to Flavorland. Let's put you on here, actually. Okay, what I don't have left over, I'll dump his souls, I guess. And do that. No, come on, back out of that. There you go. Then I'll use this one by hand. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot that I picked this up. Thank you. You'll never use this. I'll just shove it in my ratty beard. Thanks, Andre. Okay, how many of these I have? 6. Alright. So let's reinforce this cheater's weapon. It's not really even a cheater's weapon. Like, I guess you could do this early on. Wait, a chunk? Oh, that's right, because it upgrades. Holy shit, that's true. Well, let's do it anyways. I completely forgot about that. That in order for it to have a lightning modifier, it actually needs to already be ascended in this game. I completely forgot. Alright, but still, that does help. So cute. Baby. I used to be Quinn's son, did you know that? Don't care. Don't care, Andre. It's not important. You'll be around for Dark Souls 3 anyways. Can I talk about how stupid that is? That Andre still exists? It's not even like Sigurd. Where you say, there's some people that are actually in the comments like, no, even though I mocked that openly. Like, I mocked that during the part that you guys were watching. Where I said, some people will say, well, he's a different person. And I said, like, afterwards something like, shut up. Because that's fucking stupid. That you would even attempt that argument. Like, no, they're totally different because the game said they're different because they have a different name. They're the same goddamn person. He's just trying to get away with something because he's so insecure about the future of the series that he wants to make a fucking reference because he thinks that's a safe bet. That's what it is. The same people will still argue that. But Andre's not even that. Let's see, I need more endurance, really. More than anything else, probably. Actually, I was keeping these at 21 to remind myself. These are the ones that need to go up. Okay. Really, endurance is more... I can probably keep vitality down there. Endurance is going to matter more than anything else, because it's going to allow me to have more armor to utilize. And strength... I wonder how much longer I have to actually be able to use this. I'll just put it in this one. To use that axe that I picked up. Great axe. So apparently I can use it right now with 2 hands. Although, of course, monstrous amounts of weight. I really wish that I had Havel's ring. I'm not sure where it is. But the ring that completely breaks the game. The ring that completely breaks the game would be useful right about now. Okay, but I can't use you right now, unfortunately. I might be able to optimize it if I fucked around long enough, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, let's just try to get a little bit more going in terms of defense. Wow, even after pumping that for like 2 levels, it still does nothing. Fantastic. 2.8. How about this? How about these shitty rags? Do the shitty rags weigh you down? Is that too much for you, my special little princess? How about this brigand hood that weighs 1.2? Oh no, that's too much. That's way too much. How about if you take off the little shitty gloves? Oh, now it's fine. Yeah, of course. Alright. Thanks. Thanks for that. Okay. But it's funny, Andre. Like, there's not even an explanation. I mentioned this in the prior playthrough. But Anastasia says that once the undead curse has been dispelled, once you restore her tongue, since, you know, she doesn't have it now because she hasn't died, and once she does die, that causes the undead curse to proc in her body, which causes her tongue to reform, because her entire body is reforming. See how that works? See how I use logic that the game enforces? Uh-huh. Got like no damage increase at all. Amazing. But there's no explanation whatsoever for Andre. But Anastasia says, once you have lifted the undead curse, at least I can at last finally die as a human. So whatever the undead curse is lifted through the linking of the fire, so I imagine some of you are, no, it doesn't. There's no proof. Shut up. I'm tired of dealing with you dumb assholes. Yes, it is. Okay. So once the curse is lifted via the linking of the undead flame, whether you people on the subreddit like it or not, then that means that one of two things happen. Either all the undead instantly die, which there's really no proof of this one way or the other. Either all the undead instantly die of lonely hearts. Knew it, you fuck! You miserable little fuck! All the undead immediately just drop dead because they no longer have any power. Or they stay alive. God. Or they do stay alive, and now they have even more strength. Untold undead strength because of this little fuck. God! That was one hit! I really need to upgrade the stupid flask is what I need to do. Come on, will you lock on correctly? I know there's a million of them. Here, just aim in the general direction. There you go. Here's my special girl. Alright. Either they all drop dead instantly, or they at least stay alive, but the next time that they ever die, they will then drop dead. And they don't come back. So you can't use the logic of, well, Andre's been around for a long time because, you know, he's undead. And of course undead to stay that way for... They don't. They eventually do die because that's how the undead curse even works. Oh, God. There we go. Jeez. What a trial it is just getting up here. And even after that, I still only managed to cart around 8 of these flasks with me. At least I have a little bit more vitality to work with this time. Okay, but Andre should not be able to exist. I'm sure there's going to be lots of people in the comments with some sort of batshit crazy theory that they came up with in their spare time that makes no sense. That I immediately either refuted in this episode already, which is usually the case, or it could be easily refuted with even a rudimentary knowledge of the universe. That's the thing I don't like about bringing up lore discussion in these videos anymore, is the people that are left that actually care have gotten really uppity about the things that they believe, which are completely wrong in most cases. Like, you're like the play... No, I'm not. Because I'm right. What if I can get a second drop? Come on now. You have to do that because of the... God damn, this... I need to just kill his ass. Come on, concentrate. Come on, will you hit him? There we go, finally. This one doesn't have a tail drop, so I can't test this a second time. Gargoyle shield, so that didn't change. No! No! Roll! Roll, god damn it! Hate that fucking queuing shit in this game. Well, anyway, Solaire saved my ass. Good job, Solaire. So he still gives me a sunlight medal. Although he did give them increased health. I shouldn't thank him, considering that he was the source of that problem in the first place. The Sunlight Metal, twin humanity, so none of that actually changed. Alright, so that has been solved. I really actually don't want to bring in help in this playthrough, not because it needs to be so hard, so I can prove what a big penis I have, because Dark Souls! I hate you people. You people that are like that, I fucking hate you. You're part of the problem of this goddamn series. It needs to be so hard! I can't enjoy myself unless I die 60 times! I complain about that. That's the barometer for people of their enjoyment of the game. I see that all the time. Whenever it comes out. Wow, this boss is amazing! I died 29 times before I actually managed to beat him. It was so good because I died 29 times. I fucking hate you people. You are useless. Useless human trash. In case you guys can't notice, I also enjoy, like, greatly over-amplifying my act. Like, I'm just mildly annoyed, but I really enjoy over-amplifying my intense burning hatred for you. Or things that I don't like. This is another one of my plaguisms that I enjoy doing. Okay, so first bell rung, got that shit done. Alright, is there anything else that I need to do? Yeah, I need to talk to Ass Clown down here. I'm not gonna jump. If you've ever watched the speedrun of this game, people don't climb down these ladders once they're done ringing the bell. Usually they don't homeward bone out because they need, like, one or two things from him, I think it is. It's been a while since I thought about it. But they will actually, like, backstep off that first ledge, which always... They just walk off. Yeah, that's right. But every time I see that, it's like, ooh, it gives you that feeling of, no, don't do that, because there's, like, nothing there. It's crazy.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Kareem.
The pardon?
The pardon. No appearance.
Looks like he wants a hug.
Yet magnanimous are the gods, cometh out to confess, or to accuse, for indeed all sins might be.
You don't really see guys like this in later games. Like in Dark Souls 1, they really hammer home, humans are worshipping the gods. And as a result, there are, like, Kareem even apparently worships the gods, but they worship Velka, who is like an outcast of the gods. So even amongst them, like, the outcasts of humans are still worshipping an outcast god. And, of course, the Way of the White and the Church of Thurland are the biggest things ever. And even with Gwyn, like, he doesn't even... He's mainly hollowed out now because he's been burning away his soul, right? So he has not had a presence for the past 1,000 years. Because he's been in the kiln this whole time, right? But people still worship him, even though they haven't seen him. And even whenever we go back to the past, back to Ulusil, which that's an adventure in and of itself. You remember that episode in the last LP? Why? I'm in a habit of buying those. Remember that episode of the LP where... Really, I don't need these, I guess. Where I spent like 30 minutes in front of Dusk just talking about the time travel and how it doesn't make any sense. Just go watch that if you want that adventure. Back, whenever you go into the arena, you get an item that tells you all this shit. The purple sign of cowardice, or whatever the hell it is. I can't remember. But you get that, and it tells you how the humans don't really interact too much with the gods, and just winning that arena match actually is what gets you an audience with them. So apparently it's even rare for humans to actually interact with the gods on any level, which is kind of weird. So, even back then, I guess, humans didn't really see much of any interaction with the gods after the war, in which there apparently were like one or two, a smattering of humans involved. Unless you can count for Dark Souls 3, then there's billions, and they get their own city, and there's like 50 furtive pygmies. Fuck Dark Souls 3.
It is only human to
sin. That's right. Okay. So, I guess one thing that I can do is we'll just take this right back down the Firelink, and we'll have a short little discussion with Lautrec, and then we'll call it, I guess. Because this has gone on long enough. I don't want another 2-hour episode. The sort of downside to these very long episodes is that some people feel like, well, I can't watch them because they're too long. Or people will watch, like, 30 or something minutes of one, pause it, then forget to go back to it, and then they look up one day and see, ah shit, there's been like 6 new parts and each of them is 2 hours long. I can't do this. But for those of you that actually don't care about that and just, you know, enjoy having to enjoy them, it's great for you guys, I guess. Isn't she pretty? For a Dark Souls character, isn't she pretty? Look at that effect. Amazing. This is a blur effect, by the way, if you didn't know what you were looking at. Okay, so technically I can go back to the asylum and finally get that item. But that would probably involve getting my ass blown out. So let's not do that, especially not during this part. I mainly just want to get this out the door. You know what? Let's actually talk to Haircut, finally. I've been ignoring him all this time. And this playthrough, I usually shit all over Haircut. Petrus. I usually shit all over Petrus. For good reason. Because he's so stupid looking. And he is kind of an asshole. But this playthrough, I do want to do sort of an advocate bit for him. Let's talk to him first, though.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
So that's what's supposed to make you not like him right away. Of course, we know that later on, it turns out that he attempts to, like, indirectly murder Rhea and Ass Clown and Ass Hat, or Mumbles and Dickwad, or whatever it is I'm going to call him. So you kind of get the impression, oh, he's like a murderous asshole or something. But really, he's not. The deal with him, like, you find, he gives you these coins. Hold on, let's do that first.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's
now, right now, as a cleric, he is putting up a front, as clerics are wont to do in Miyazaki's anything that he writes. He is putting up a front. This is not the real him. You kind of get the real him. Like, if he comes back after sort of helping to kill off Rhea in his mind, and then you talk to Lautrec and then come back, you get the real Petrus, where he actually sort of brags about, yes, little purebred is down there with those 2 hollows now, fuck her. You know, that sort of deal. That's the real Petrus. So what you're getting now is just the front that he's built up over years of being a cleric, right?
Oh my.
I didn't want to talk again.
Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions.
Anyway, no, not joining your cabinet.
So what if I were to teach you some...
Don't have a use for him, actually.
Would that please you?
That's okay.
That is a shame. But each to their own. Speak to me
if you just gave him a different... Like, if his armor wasn't so bulbous looking and he had a different haircut, he would still look kind of creepy, like a molester. But really, is there anything that wrong with being a molester? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to joke about that. Okay, so we got his coin. I want to talk about this briefly. Copper coin of Old Man McLoif. Remember the god Old Man McLoif? Yeah, that didn't much come up in Dark Souls 3, did it? That didn't hit anyone's nostalgia buttons. Coin made of copper, its face shows Old Man McLoif, god of medicine and drink. So that's what I guess no one drinks medicine or drink anymore. Even coins of great value in the world of men have little value in Lordran, where the accepted currency is souls, of course. Those who dream of returning to the outside world are fond of carrying these around. So the reason why he has this is because he wants to go home. That's the thing that I'm going to advocate with Petrus. Like, he doesn't want to be here. Like, sure, he had a job as a cleric, but he was not an, like, upper-level cleric. He came from a world in which everyone is a shitty aristocrat, where I'm sure, you never get to see it, but I'm sure that most of the, like, all the money was funneled into the upper class, and anyone that was not part of the Church of Thurland is thoroughly shit on, and gets absolutely nothing. So I'm sure mainly the reason why he was a cleric is mainly just because he wanted to have a better life. Like, there's no proof of this, but, you know, if you develop your own, you know, sort of, if you read it, this is the thing I like about Dark Souls, you can do this. You don't really get as much in the other games. But if you read into Petrus, he just wants to live a better life. And once he becomes undead, for whatever his reasons, for why ever he died, you never get any information about it. I'm sure that he has in his mind this idea of, if I was sent here to help Rhea and them. I was sent to head the scout for them. To scout for these fucking purebreds. These arrogant piece of shit purebreds. I was sent here to do that. And maybe if I just do that... Here they come. If I just do that, and I get that job done, maybe I can find a way to go home. Maybe I will be able to return to my old life. Which, of course, is a fool's errand. Oh, for God's sakes. You clipped off. It doesn't matter. It's going to be right there, one way or the other. I could have quit out, but who cares? That maybe if I just get that done, maybe I will find a way to be able to get back to my old life and to resume being me. Which, of course, is, you know, completely... Woo, that was weird. Which, is, of course, is completely wrong. That's another reason why I should use a shield more often. Nice. Gotta get rid of these guys before I do anything else. That maybe I can get rid of them and go back to my old life. So that's what the coin is for, is to give you the indication this is his character. That he just does not want to be here. And that's the reason why he despises the purebloods. Because he was probably raised in an environment in which you had every reason to despise them. And he seems to not be real buddies with Lautrec, because Lautrec doesn't seem to much care for him either. If you get that dialogue for him, which, oh, for God's sakes. You guys saw him coming, didn't you? Yeah, I see you. Come on. No, we're not playing this game. We're not playing this stupid game. Come on. Dipshit. Okay. So I'm sure that Petrus was raised in an environment in which that was a big problem. So Lautrec and him are not buddy-buddy, but they are sort of like heart in that they're both looking out for themselves. They have survived because they are being selfish. So Petrus, my advocation for him is that, sure, he's an asshole because he just wants to be left alone, first of all. Like, even whenever he's putting up the front of, I don't mean you any ill will, here, take this dumb coin and get out of here. It's mainly, he just wants to be left alone. And whenever you finally get to the point where he actually outright says, yes, I betrayed what's-her-face, then, it's more, you know, he just despises them specifically. So, yeah, he's not a good person, but he's not like a horrible, like, monstrous abomination of a man. Like, everyone in the game treats him like shit. If you talk to, what the hell's his name that I just forgot? I just talked to him in the Belfry, but if you talk to him, the Velko servant, if you talk to him, and just don't type it in the comments, because I'm gonna know it like 5 minutes from now. Like, you're gonna tell me something new I haven't heard. If you talk to him, he's like, yeah, he's an asshole. Like, he's also a horrible sinner. Because mainly that's just Miyazaki's way of writing in, like, because you're actually supposed to get the impression that maybe he's an okay person, I guess. Like, you're supposed to get this impression that there's something off about him, I guess is the main thing they're going for with his characterization. And you get information from everyone saying, yeah, he's a piece of shit. But really, if you look at it from his perspective, he really isn't. He's just kind of gotten the shaft his whole life, if you think about it. Being raised in a shitty environment, and now being given this mission that he didn't want to undertake by a group of people, the church, that don't give a shit about him one way or the other, when he really just wants to go home and just wants to live an ordinary life.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it.
Mm-hmm. Sunlight Metal again. As I said before, it's weird that he actually even has one of these things. Really, Solaire, it said that Solaire's armor, it says in his description that he painted those on himself, which is super adorable. Super kawaii. So, I guess from the existence of the Sunlight Metals, he didn't make these. Where do they come from? But it seems like it is a pre-existing symbol.
I am grateful to you for freeing me.
And you're not evil at all.
Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy.
But how did you even get this? I guess my headcanon for it is, since you can summon him and Solaire for that Belfry Gargoyle fight, I kind of imagine that Solaire helped Lautrec in Lautrec's own world. Well, this is another weird thing about Dark Souls 1, is Lautrec is not really from our world specifically. He's actually from his own world that you have to invade later on. It's just that time and space are convoluted, so he just so happens to be here at this moment. So, whatever about that. It's just a... It's a rationalization for allowing you to actually meet and interact with NPCs you otherwise would never interact with. But my headcanon is that he actually summoned Solaire, and Solaire helped him in his own world. And we got a Sunlight Medal from doing that, and I imagine that's the reason why Lautrec has a Sunlight Medal as well. So that's my headcanon for that. There's no actual explanation. A badge of the ultimate honor! This faintly worn medal engraved with the symbol of the sun is the ultimate honor. I guess if it's supposed to be the ultimate honor and they're playing that up, then it's something that the gods originally bestowed on people. Awarded to those who summoned the Warrior of Sunlight and completed goal. The symbol represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn. Okay, so I forgot about that. It actually represents the quote-unquote nameless king. In other words, the shattered statue guy. The symbol represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who lost his deity status and was expunged from the annals. But the old god of war still watches closely over his warriors. So I guess the old god of war handed these out to the warriors that were under his stead. And that's probably where they came from, if I had to guess. So the symbol, the Solaire symbol, actually is probably Gwyn's firstborn symbol. If I had to bullshit something. That seems to be the most likely thing. Although, it's kind of weird that they didn't reference that at all later on. It's also kind of weird. Don't you think it's kind of weird, given that lore? That fact, I will say that. That in Dark Souls 3, there wasn't like an Easter egg, where if you have people being summoned in cooperatively, then he doesn't do something like avoid attacking them or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, Black Phantom Rhea and Lautrec. I will see you guys next time, I guess. But that'll be it for today. Alright, next time, I'm not sure where exactly I'm going to go. This is the thing I like about Dark Souls 1, is I started and I'm never exactly sure where I'm going to go or what I'm going to do. And that's one of the reasons why it sort of has a falling off after you get to Anor Londo. Because at that point, everything becomes funneled, and yeah, you do have a choice on where to go, sort of, once you get past that point and you start having the ability to warp around. But those are all places that you've already been anyway, so, well, whatever. I talked about that last time, the advantages of having a more open-world Dark Souls game. But anyways, I guess you guys can give me your feedback on how much you hate me because I keep shitting on you. But I enjoy it, and isn't that what matters most of all? Surely it does. Alright, so enjoy us. So join us next time for the continuing adventures of Freelid, who's getting super naked right now. Oh my gosh, she's so naked. She does look fairly good. I think it's mainly the texture mod. The lighting in Dark Souls is such that sometimes it looks really unnatural. She looks so oiled up. Like she just covered in baby oil. God, look at that back. Holy shit, what a woman. Yeah! I hate to sexualize you, Freelid, but goddamn, girl. Looking good. That's even more lewd, somehow. Okay, that's enough of that. Alright, see you guys next time, everyone. Say goodbye, Freelid. I don't have a girly voice. I was about to do the same bit. It's like, goodbye! But no, I don't have a girly voice. Goodbye, I'm Freelid, so pretty. Please don't draw lewd images of me. I sound more like a witch when I do that. Okay, anyways. Bye, guys.